R. Kelly's child pornography trial resumed today after an extra day off because of an issue at the Dirksen Federal Building. The defense today called the singer's former business manager, and a former Sun-Times music critic learned that he will not have to testify. NBC5's Christian Farr has the latest developments.
Testimony continued in the federal trial against R&B superstar R. Kelly. Kelly's defense attorneys called his former business manager and co-defendant Daryl McDavid to the stand, where McDavid testified about many of the sex abuse allegations against Kelly that date back to 1997.
I don't want to see.
Before McDavid took the stand, music critic Jim DeRogatis was called by the defense to testify about a sex tape sent to him anonymously, purportedly showing Kelly with a then 14-year-old girl. The judge ruled there was no basis for DeRogatis' testimony, and he was quickly dismissed.
Mr. Kelly, anything you want to say about the allegations?
Last week, Kelly informed the court that he would not testify during this federal trial involving child pornography charges. But McDavid testified about Kelly's so-called sexual relationships with underage girls. McDavid said Kelly had relationships with many women, with the defense asking, was Robert commonly having relationships with multiple women? McDavid answered Robert was commonly having relationships with multiple women at once, just like most superstars, yes. McDavid also testified about the first sex abuse allegation against Kelly back in the late 90s. That victim's attorney asked for $10 million, but McDavid says the attorney's request was reduced to $250,000 after the victim made inconsistent statements during a deposition. McDavid told the court that if she was telling a legitimate story, you don't go from $10 million to $250,000. McDavid went on to say that Kelly's relationships with multiple women did not seem odd, with the attorney asking, was it alarming? And McDavid answering, no, I was familiar with how a lot of superstars behave, and his behavior was no different than the other stuff. McDavid also pointed the finger at a former singer who worked with R. Kelly, saying she and a former associate were the ones who drummed up the sex abuse allegations against R. Kelly. At the Dirksen, Christian Farr, NBC5 News.